Yes, we all got on the floor in my shop.
You ever call for help or call 911?
No. Someone else did, I think.
Okay.
Yes, that's police over here on the north side of McDaniel.
North side of McDaniel.
Yeah. At Harold Liberty Barber Shop. Somebody don't got shot.
Hope them was gonna hang up. Mama said do not hang up.
That sound like him.
Ms. Parker, was that you on that call?
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over the YSL RICO trial. Day 81 is what we're going to be going over today. I'm RB, the producer. Just don't forget the producer. Wow.
What time, RB? I got it.
Stay on street level, man. Concrete in the street is all I touch, you feel me? If it ain't the green and the yada da, I mean.
Okay, before are all jurors present, Lieutenant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, before we get started for the morning, there is an 803, I should say, residual hearsay exception issue I got to take up.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Steele.
Your Honor, there's some demonstrative exhibits that the state just showed us, and I will be objecting to cumulative, I don't know the numbers, but one is a crime scene sketch. The second one is taking that report and putting it onto another demonstrative.
Okay, it's just a demonstrative aid?
Yes, that's what I believe.
Good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. They are demonstrative aids, but the portion of that objection that's incorrect is that it's cumulative images of his report. But one such demonstrative is an aerial satellite view of that crime scene. And the second is just the sketch that he did, which, looking at it plainly, it's not as informing and aiding as the secondary sketch will be.
Mirror exactly what it is that he's in fact
All right.
he testifies.
Okay. Mr. Steele, I'll overrule your objection at this point in time, sir.
Can I just have a continuum?
You certainly may.
Judge overruled. Judge overruled. That's what that man does. That's what he do. And doesn't he have to hear what the... See, look. Mr. Steele done got up and walked from the back and all the way up here. They didn't even give him a chance to speak.
All right, Lieutenant Walker, summon our jurors, please. Now, Investigator Smith, you're still under oath, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay.
So this Investigator Smith, so this the guy that came to canvass the crime scene, of course. So they got him here just to identify weapons, explain that to the jury. They're trying to go into detail on how many shots it was, how many people were there, how many people's life was in danger, how many people ran, and all of that stuff. So they have to hit it from all angles. So that's the reason why he's here right now. So he's been here since, I believe, last week. Today is supposed to be where they're going over about 100 different pictures of evidence. We're definitely not about to go through all of that, but yeah, it was a pretty long day. So we're going to continue.
Approaching the witness with his been pre-marked States 293 Yankee. Investigator Smith, what have I handed you?
This is a desk of some video footage, I believe.
Have you had a chance to review the footage on that disc that you described prior to coming to court today?
Yes, I have.
And what is contained on that footage?
It's a drone video that I looked at of basically an overview of the neighborhood in which this incident.
These boys got drone footage. They brought drone footage to the court. They try and put people to sleep, bro. This must be very recent. Let me just say that. This has to be very recent because it was supposed to be the green barbershop. So this got to be recent because I know this area has been updated a little bit. This murder has happened almost 10 years ago. I'm wondering why they showing footage of updated. Why are they showing the most recent footage? Why they're not showing it from back in the day when they were supposed to do this drone footage, when they were supposed to get all of these pictures and do evidence? It seems like they're backtracking because they're trying to get shit for the RICO trial. It's like investigating it like this when it wasn't a RICO trial. Y'all didn't really care about his murder or anything. So y'all going to get footage. Y'all doing investigative work 10 years later. Bro don't even know he getting watched. And that's crazy. Bro don't even know he getting watched. He out there trying to wash his windows. Like I said, bro, it's crazy that they investigating. They're still investigating this crime. Why can't they show a track record of an investigation? Why do you have to go out there and get it down? That's my problem. They're basically just trying to canvass the area and show the area and give the jury a look at the area so they can imagine it. But if most of these people are from Georgia, so they know this damn area, they know these places, so I don't understand. Yeah, I'm not really understanding what's going on. Why is this needed?
To admit states exhibits 293 Alpha, Yankee Alpha through 293 Yankee Delta.
Any objection?
Your Honor, objection. These are under 403. It's cumulative and a waste of time.
All right, I'm gonna overrule the objection. Mr. Weinstein, yes, you may publish as you see fit.
Judge, he didn't even think about it. He just overruled. Judge overruled. I have not seen a judge just overrule a motherfucker without even hearing him. He just let him finish. As soon as he finished talking, he not even thinking about what he's saying. Overrule.
This is my closest one. A is right here, B is here, then obviously C, D, and E. This was spread out such a long area. We couldn't just use 2 points. It would be difficult to do an accurate measurement of everything. So we used various.
Damn. These are all the markers of the bullets, or the bullet casings that they found, or just evidence. They had to be shooting back. People had to be shooting back.
Throughout the street that were available to us at that time.
Why do you measure the distance between reference points?
I also want to point out something that people aren't, point out another thing. This is recent. This is all made recent. This kind of shows that they weren't investigating this crime until they got a RICO trial. Because, again, this place at the time of this happened, this would have been a green.
6 points that you plotted on this diagram.
76, I believe, was the top number.
76. God damn. So it had to be multiple shooters. Let's just say that. It had to be multiple shooters. So this is what it looked like when the shooting happened. Around the time the shooting happened. It looks like they shut the area down. So why they don't have all of the footage from that? I mean, why they don't have drone footage and why they don't have all of that now? Damn. That's a big ass gun in it.
What do you see in this picture? Why did you take it?
This is the interior of the Tahoe, and obviously there's a weapon on the front seat that was significant in a shooting. These are 2 separate weapons. The number 62 is a Glock handgun, and number 61 is a Kel-Tec.
Do you recall if those items, if those weapons were loaded?
The Kel-Tec had a fairly full magazine, and I believe the Glock was loaded as well.
Were those items collected?
Yes, they were.
And did you find any shell casings on the crime scene related to those particular firearms?
No, we did not.
So this is nuts. This is Donovan Thomas' vehicle. This was his Tahoe. So he had a big ass Glock and he had a Kel-Tec, both fully loaded in his front seat of his car. But he was in a barbershop without his guns. Apparently. That's what it looks like to me. Which is crazy, just to leave your shit out in the open like that in Atlanta. Something don't feel right to me about that. For him to be who he was and not have a gun on him.
At this time, the state's next exhibits are actually firearms, so I wanted to make sure before doing anything, I got clearance from the court.
Have they been rendered safe already?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you just want to show those to the defense?
So they're about to show the firearms that they found in Nutt's car. They're about to show them in a courtroom. I don't know why they're showing them in a courtroom. Just they showed a picture of him. They're actually making Nutt look bad, but he didn't. Yeah. I don't know what they're going for right here. This is what I'm trying to say. So.
Absolutely. When you arrived to the scene, was the driver's side door where these firearms found open or closed?
I believe it was closed when we got there.
Okay. All right.
I want to stop it real quick just so y'all can peep what he just asked him. He asked him, was the door closed when they got there? He's trying to basically show that Nut didn't have access to the guns or anything like that.
Magazine. This did have, I believe, 15 cartridge casings in it, bullets. This caliber, 40 caliber bullet.
And were they all the same caliber bullet contained in exhibit?
Yes, they were all 40 calibers.
Bro, what kind of question is that, bro?
Now, I would like you to take a look at State's Exhibit 242. Oh, here it is. 242 Yankee Bravo. Have you had a chance to review that State's Exhibit coming forward today?
Yes, I have.
And what is State's Exhibit 242 Yankee Bravo?
This was the Kel-Tec weapon, we'll call it that. Doesn't really a rifle, but more of a big pistol.
And is that the same firearm that is featured in State's 242 Yankee Exhibit identified as marker 61?
This was the magazine that was in the gun.
I wonder what those shoot, actually. Let me see what that shoots. What kind of rifle is it? Oh, it's a 223 Remington. So it's 10 or more capacity compared to an AR-15. Back in that box. Squeak! My favorite part, cross.
My name is Doug Weinstein. I'm Diamante Kendrick's attorney. I have a few questions about the drone video of State's Exhibit 293Y. Did you take that drone video?
No,
Do you know when that drone video was taken?
I did not.
When you observed that drone video, the scenery in that video, is that the same as it was at the time of this incident in 2015?
No.
What are the differences that you saw?
There's leaves on the trees. Only leaves in January. I believe there was some additional, I think there was some additional apartment buildings that were constructed between here and there, but for the most part, that area between McDaniel and Northside and Peter Street hasn't really changed over the years, and that was the same.
Calm and collect,
Good
brother.
afternoon, investigator. How are you today?
Good, and you, sir?
Doing pretty
My
well, thank
brother
you.
right
A few
here.
questions for you. Let's talk about the firearms that were located in the green Tahoe. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. You indicated that there were two weapons. We just saw them. One was a Glock handgun, correct?
Correct.
One was a Kel-Tec handgun, correct?
Correct.
All right. You called the Kel-Tec a, quote, big pistol. Remember saying that?
I do.
Tell the jury what you mean by big pistol.
Obviously, you have the regular size Glock handgun, which is normal. We actually carried that particular model in our police department years ago. The Kel-Tec, I'm a qualified patrol rifle through the city of Atlanta, which is on an AR-15 platform, which is probably about that long total. That's the best way to describe it. I didn't want to call it a mini rifle because that doesn't look like a rifle to me. I grew up around guns and I work well with the department involved with those. To me, that was the best way to describe it. It was just an oversized, it looks like an oversized pistol to me, not a full length, like AR type military or police type firearm like an AK-47. It looks like a large pistol.
You were called upon to determine whether there were any forensics on those shell casings in terms of fingerprint evidence.
I was not asked to do that. The lead investigator would take that upon himself in most cases.
And you don't. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know, as you sit here today, Investigator Smith, whether or not you can recover touch DNA from shell casings?
It's a possibility, yes.
Do you know if any of that was done in this case?
I do not know, as I was not the lead detective.
Okay. Is this your first time testifying here this afternoon in the 9 years that you've been a part of this case?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a good ass question. Is this your first time testifying in the last 9 years of being a part of this case? Is what he asked that man. Why in 9 years haven't you testified or been brought into court about?
Were you ever asked to go back and do any type of reenactment or any type of recreation of this particular scene?
I was not.
Did you ask for a warrant for anybody's arrest in this case?
I did not.
You don't know what anyone inside the barbershop did other than what you were told, essentially, or what you listened to in terms of a 911 call, correct?
Objection. I stand objection.
Sit your stupid ass
Who
down.
assigned you to actually perform the CSI in this case?
I believe I volunteered for it. When
Okay.
Everybody got there as a collective. We all have our different parts. That's a lot of work for one detective.
Okay.
All right, Investigator Smith, we're going to permanently excuse you as a witness, but please don't discuss your testimony with anybody except the attorneys in this case, and thank you for your patience with us, okay?
Thank you for getting me in before vacation.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Parker, good afternoon, sir. Sir, if you would please approach the witness stand. Once you get there, if you'd be so kind to turn and face Sergeant Ingram and be sworn as a witness before you sit down, okay? All right.
Hubbard Parker.
Hubbard.
Oh, H-U-B-A-R-D.
Hubbard
All
Parker.
right, Mr. Parker, just make sure you stay focused or near that microphone so we can all hear your voice, okay?
Sure.
All right, thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Ms. Parker.
Good afternoon.
Can you tell the jury what you do for a living, sir?
I'm a barber.
How long have you been a barber?
40 years.
And where you own your barbershop?
Yes.
How long have you owned your barbershop?
35 years.
Now, can you describe to the jury inside your barber shop how many chairs?
I wonder what they got him here
6.
for.
And if I were to walk in the front door of your barbershop, would Daniel Street be behind me?
Sure.
And what is the barber chair that you use? Is it close to the front door or in the back?
In the back.
Is there a barber chair in your shop that used to be your father's?
Yes.
Where's that barber chair shop?
Next to my chair.
And now, did you ever know someone by the name Peanut or Nut?
Yes.
How did you know them?
I'm coming out to Mr. George's barbershop.
Would Peanut typically get his haircut at Mr. George's shop?
Yes.
But you used to work there, so did you know him?
I had just met him recently, though.
Did you know of him?
I heard of him.
Now, is he still alive today?
No.
Where were you the night that he passed away?
At the barbershop.
Were you at 330 McDaniel Street?
Somebody shooting, they're playing around with some firecrackers at first.
What made you change thinking initially it was firecrackers?
Because everybody started running outside.
What did you do? Did you run?
Yes. I ain't run. I just got down on the shop.
When you first heard it, were you in the spot of your barbershop that we talked about in the very back?
Yes.
Was there people between you and the front door of your barbershop?
What you mean?
Was there other people in your shop when you heard it?
Sure.
And did you all run towards the back of your shop?
Yes. We all got on the floor in my shop.
You ever call for help or call 911?
No. Someone else did, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's police over here on the north side of McDaniel.
North side of McDaniel. Right next to
Yeah. At Harold Liberty Barber Shop. Somebody don't got shot.
both of them was gonna hang up. Well, Mama said, "Do not hang up."
That sound like him.
Ms. Parker, was that you on that call?
Yeah.
But is that the barbershop we've been discussing that you've known for 30 years?
Sure.
And is that the green we were talking about who was paying it back in January 10th, 2015?
Yes.
I have no more questions for Mr. Parker at this time. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hold on. Mr. Adams, anything, sir? Cross?
And they brought him here to ask him those questions. Is this your barbershop? Is this your barbershop's wall? Is this your barbershop window with a bullet hole in it? Is this your barbershop wall with a bullet hole in it? You're gonna put these jury to sleep, bro. It's really not a good day for the state. If they already at cross and they just brought this dude up. It's crazy.
All right, Mr. Parker, good afternoon, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. My name is Keith Adams.
Yes.
I represent Mr. Williams, the gentleman who's sitting right there.
Sure.
All right, you are owner or part owner of the barbershop that we've been talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay. And just a couple questions about what you know about what happened on the evening of January 10th, 2015, okay?
Sure.
You were there that night.
Yes.
There were other people in the barbershop, right?
Yes.
There was a game on.
Sure.
Football game. Probably wasn't the Super Bowl since it was early
It was
January.
some, yeah.
One of the playoffs, I guess?
Playoff, probably, yes.
Okay. All right. Probably a game where Dallas was probably losing, something like that.
Probably.
Okay. Did you ever go outside when, I presume things subsided after a while, you stopped hearing any firecrackers or shots or anything like that?
Yes.
You didn't go outside,
No.
you? Okay. It is fair. Sounds like your dad was really the one who was interacting with the cops the most.
Yes.
Okay. The person.
I'm not even understanding why they brought this dude here, bro.
You know his name?
No.
Okay. All right. But if I heard correctly, he generally frequented the other barbershop.
Yeah, Mr. George.
Mr. George.
Yes.
And that's it. That's pretty much your involvement. You were there, you heard it, you saw the commotion, saw the cops, observed some damage to the shop, and that was pretty much it.
Correct.
All right. Parker, that's all I got. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Weinstein, anything? All right. All right, may Mr. Parker be permanently temporarily excused as a witness?
Mr. Parker, may permanently excuse you.
Mr. Parker, I'm permanently excused as a witness. That means you're... All right. Madam, I'm going to read the note that you gave to Sergeant Ingram, okay? And I shared this with the lawyers, but just for purposes of the record, it'll be marked as the next court's exhibit in order. Dear Judge, I'm Juror 187. I know you said we don't supposed to go to the crime scene, but I'm right there in the middle of 330 McDaniel Street. It's so much I can't put into words. Right across the street from there is a clubhouse where I had my grandson repast at 369 McDaniel Street. That's what you wrote me, correct? All right. Yes. Madam, just want to remind you, as we said that during the admonitions, okay? You live near there, right? So you can't help the way that you, or can you vary your route to avoid that?
No.
Okay, and that's what we want to make sure. There's nothing we can do about that. But remember not to share anything. Don't take any pictures. Don't talk with your colleagues in the back about that particular location. Have you shared anything with them thus far?
No.
Okay, you're not going to do that, right?
No.
Okay, all right.
Looks like they have a juror that lives in the area of the shooting, and she has to go by there daily. I don't know how I feel about that. But I will say, I'm pretty sure some of these people that's on the jury either knows what's going on or been around long enough to know what the hell is going on in this city. But I don't know if y'all just caught that. She just said that her grandson's repast was in that area at a clubhouse, which means her grandson is no longer with us. Now, if it was done with violence, like gun violence, or a part of what was going on about 19 years ago, she is probably one of those jurors that you don't want on this case. That's only if it was her grandson was a victim of violent crime or was living that life.
No.
Okay, all right. And we appreciate you bringing it up to our attention. But at this point, bless you, there's, it's, I'm not going to ask you to move. I can't ask you to move. And because you live there, there's nothing you can do about avoiding that particular area. Okay. But just remember what I said. No pictures, no sharing it with your fellow jurors, no discussion about that. And you can only consider what you hear in this courtroom about that. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, madam. We'll see you tomorrow at 12:30. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Folks, I will see you tomorrow, 12:30 for anticipated 1 o'clock start time. We'll work till about 5 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. All right. We're in recess.
So that's it. That's day 81 of the YSL trial. Georgia versus Jeffrey Williams. It didn't seem too good for the state. They need to get this rookie dude, Brown, they need to get him gone because the questions, the way he asks questions, the way he's presenting this case, if you put it in basketball terms, they stunk it up today. They basically didn't have their starting lineup on the court today, and it showed. Miss Love was in the bench most of the day. She wasn't even up in front to even give him questions to ask and things like that, which is what kind of hurt them. But that's the video. I am MarbTheProducer. Just don't forget the producer.